Hello, Caroline here. Happy New Year. I've taken a bit of a breather, of course, over the holidays. Yesterday was beautiful with sun, so I decided to shoot a video this week, and I come back out when there's like 60K winds. So I'm hoping you don't hear that in the background. So today what I'd like to talk about is I want to continue on about, I've been speaking a lot about those volcanic eruptions going back to Thera. And I noticed in the news this week, in the last few weeks actually, that Pompeii, where the site was, Mount Vesuvius, has been quiet. I mentioned that before in another video, but there's been little baby tremors, which is normal, but they are kind of a little active, so they're paying some attention to that and hoping that's not going to turn into a big eruption again, but again, they have the tech to monitor that. Now, Mount Etna, you might have seen, has been erupting and shooting out gas as it does. That's fairly normal for that volcano. So the reason I'm bringing this up again is sometimes people say, well, how bad was Thera? I've given you some facts on that. And just to give you an idea, and thank God the Minoans at Akrotiri were able to get away from that. You are talking with the tsunamis that were caused after probably 100 meters or more. So when those were hitting northern Crete and the other islands, it was devastating, as well as what remained of the island there after the caldera was formed. Now you're talking 700 degrees Celsius for the heat of the magma. You would not want to be caught in that. And the speed at which it would probably travel across, from what I've read, is about 180 kilometers an hour. So quite frightening. And the reason I'm bringing up that sort of drastic thing is also, let's not forget that when water interacts with the magma in the sea, as it did, because basically imagine an island, and what formed the caldera was the whole center where the volcano is underwater, basically collapsed. So you have the remains of those islands today, and that is where people go. Santorini is one. So with the water interacting with that magma, you're getting heavy duty steam, as in you would die being exposed to that steam. And it shoots up. It doesn't just get all hissy, it actually shoots up. So as well as the land collapsing into the sea to form the caldera, what happens to rocks? What happens to anything solid? Any trees? Well, guess what? Those explode up into the air and go flying all over the place like horrible meteors and basically rock missiles coming at anybody that would have had the misfortune to get hit on that island. So again, we've mentioned that there were no bodies. So now I'd like to lead into some other topics that I'd like to explore in the next videos. And I have done a mini video on the sea peoples, which were